to his advantage. If he leans on Roy, he can wear Roy down. But Roy is known for his speed. Even at this advanced age, he's still going to be faster than most.
Well, Roy knows how to use leverage, punching leverage, and he knows how to get that backhand into the fight by setting it up with that jab.
All right, so that first round in the books. History made. Tell a friend, mark it down, put a little note in your phone. You were a part of history. And now as these two take a breath, that first round, a feeling out, but still you have to score it. Who got that first round, Ben?
Well, if I was going to score that first fight, I would actually give it to NDO. And the reason why I would give it to NDO, I thought he brought the fight. And basically, the way I scored is defense, domination, destruction. Based upon those three things, I think NDO and I think Roy is still feeling himself out. And he's got to be cautious because you're talking about a guy with physicality that's out of the universe.
Yep. Roy Jones, a patient man, has been here before. But let's talk about what rests on these huge shoulders of NDO champ. Coming from Liberia, me growing up a soccer fan, George Weah was the biggest name from Liberia. What does it mean to the nation for NDO to be on this huge stage?
Well, again, he's a tremendous speaker. He's a motivational speaker, and he's very honest about where he came from. He came, the guy was in prison. He chose the wrong path. He ended up in prison, and that's when he made the commitment to living a healthy life, being physical, working on his body, and then educating people on how to do that, how to change your life.
Oh, wait a minute there. It looks like a straight right cross, backed Roy up, and it really looks like NDO is trying to use his mass, trying to work the body.
Well, you could just imagine, man, when he pushes you back, he's a guy that probably puts up like 400 pounds on the bench press.
To warm up.
Yeah, so when he pushes you back, you're going back.
And now here comes Roy moving forward. You mentioned in the first round how it was NDO taking the fight. Now Roy Jones taking the fight to NDO.
And again, we got three different perspectives for the judges, what they deem to be what is effective that each of these fighters are doing. And with Roy, he's going to be using that textbook boxing style, using that jab and coming behind with that backhand into the fight.
You saw I just dipped the punch as the bell sounded. Really want to talk about what's to come in the metaverse, because future events are going to be far more interactive. Future events are going to do so much more for the fan-friendly experience. But I got to ask you, Benny, you have lived many lives. How does this rank?
Well, I think this is a treat. And, I'm just drooling at the possibilities. What can the NFL do with this? What can all these other sports? Can you imagine auto racing? I mean, all these different things. You can literally feel like you're right there driving that car and seeing what the driver's seeing. What the mind can conceive, it could be done. And with this 3D technology and the different angles,